In this video, we are going to find the sellers with no sales. Hello, this is Jagan from Growth Data. I am posting this video to share my knowledge in SQL with you. If this assists you in your interview preparation anyways, I will be happy. Welcome to the 7th video of our Advanced SQL 50 interview question series. We have different topics to cover and we are now talking about table joins. This video will be tagged in Advanced SQL 50 questions playlist. The code we discuss in this video will be uploaded to the GitHub. The link for the GitHub page will be in the video description part. Let's see the data set and we can talk about the question in detail. So here we are given three tables: the customers, orders, and the sellers table. Let's create the table. So the customer table got the customer ID and name. You just want to know if you have the numbers, you can find the name of those customers. And the next one is sellers table. It got the seller ID and their name. So 1, 2, 3 is Daniel, Elizabeth, and Frank. And the main table is the orders table, where you have all the order information. And the order ID is the unique identifier. So it will distinguish all the orders in this table. And we have the sale date, when the sale got happened, and the order cost is how much dollars the order involves, and who is the customer who ordered this, and who is the salesperson who's related to this order. So these are the information. If you want to see the table level, you can see this customer table. This is one set of table, and this is the seller table. This is the another set, and the main table, which is the orders table. So if you want to find who is the customer and what is the order they did, you connect this 101 with the customer ID, and you can find what are all the orders the 101 did, 1, 2, and 3. And same way seller ID. So sellers, okay, sorry, not seller ID, sellers table. This is customer table. Okay, so in the sellers table, you have seller ID. If you want to see what are all the orders the sellers involved, you connect with the seller ID in this table, and then you can get what are all the orders the seller involved. Okay, with this given data, what they're asking us to do is we have to find the sellers who never done any order. If you see this, seller 1, you got the order here 1, which is like $1,500, and for seller 2, we got 1, 2, and 3 orders involved. For seller 3, we got 1 order involved. So what they're asking us to do is find the sellers who don't have any order, particularly for the year 2024. So that's why I highlighted the 2024 year. So these 3 records, right? So if you see this, 1 got 1 record, seller 2 got 2 records in 2024, but seller 3 have 1 record, but that's only in 23. So 24 there is no order. So the expected output is going to be the seller who don't have the sales, which is Frank. Like seller 3 is Frank. So we have to display that seller ID. So that is what is the expected question. So here we have to first think, we have 3 tables, and they asked for the sellers who don't have sales. So the customer table is not relevant here, right? So customer table is having the customer information, but what we are looking for is the seller who has no order and the seller name. So we can completely ignore this customer table. Since they have given 3 tables, that doesn't mean you have to use the 3 tables in your question, right? So you have to just see which one is relevant. So here the seller table is a relevant one and the orders table. So we have to create a SQL based on this 2 table and ignoring the customer table for now. So how to start with? Just select from which table is the primary, right? So is the seller table or the order table. So we are going to find the sellers who don't have order. That means the seller is the main. So all the sellers, like we have 1000 sellers, all the sellers information will be in the seller table. And the order table is mainly focused on the order, not the seller. If you have 100 sellers, that doesn't mean all the sellers should have a order record, right? So seller is the main table, orders is the secondary table. So based on that, you're going to do the left join. Seller, is it seller or sellers? Seller, okay. You say yes, and then left join orders. You say O. So how will you connect both? Using the seller ID. Seller ID equal to s dot seller ID. So here what we need the seller's name. S dot name is seller name, right? So if I run this, I will get all the seller name. If I want to find the order ID, I can just say O dot order ID, O dot order cost. So if I run this for all the sellers, I got the order information, and we need the sale date, right? So that's one of the filters. So sale date. So here we have all the sellers and their sale date, but the condition is we have to find the sales happened in 2024. So I am going to add one more condition. So and O dot sale date is between 2024 Jan 1st till 2024 December 31st. So if you see this, the Frank, right? So he got one null value. We see this Frank, he got this 3, this fifth order ID 5, he got only null because it's in 2023, and we have to look for 3. What happened to 3? So 3 is who? Frank. Okay, so Frank is 3. So this seller is having all the null values because he don't have any order for 2024. So these become null. So and we need only sellers who don't have the orders. That means I just have to say where O dot order ID is null. So whichever is null, I bring this. So the seller ID is Frank. I don't need other columns which is going to be null anyways. So this is the basic SQL. So when you break down the SQL, why we give the left join? That means we get all the sellers irrespective of whether they are related to a order or not. So that's why we have the left join. So if you put the inner join, what happens? It will match with all the records, right? If I say inner join, it will just give no record because we have the order ID is null, which is not going to happen. If we see this, so whatever the sellers, if they have an order, it will just bring those records, but we don't need that. We need the edge case, right? We need the sellers who don't have any relationship with the order table, means don't have any orders. So that's the reason we put sellers as the primary table, left join orders. And the next one is the date, right? So sale date, any year starts with Jan 1st and ends in December 31st. So we did that. But if you want to change the dates quite often, so this between dates might not be a right way. So what we can do, and the year of sale date equal to 2024. Even that gives the same answer. I don't need this. Instead of putting the between Jan to December, you can simply say the year of the sale date is 2024. If you want to do other way, I can simply say and the left side of the sale date sorry, sale date, and the condition is 1, 2, 3, 4 characters you have to bring in from the left, equal to 2024. Even that will give you the same answer. So you can put the between clause, or you can just do the conversion, the date to year, or you can just do a string level of cut. Just take from the left 4 characters. So if you say 4 characters, so it will just take the year, right? So this can be done. If you want to get this script and to practice the SQL, it will be in the GitHub page, and this video will be in Advanced SQL 50 question series, the Tamil version also, Tamil Advanced SQL 50 question series. In that we have all the videos. So in the every corresponding video will have a GitHub link. So the GitHub link will be here. If you click on this, it take you to the GitHub page for that corresponding video. This is the 4th video. We're talking about the 7th video now. So that will have this link. We have the 3 create table statements and the expected output, and what is the SQL we talked about with all the date conversions between year and the left part of it. So you can use this for your practice purpose. And if you want to join Growth Data WhatsApp channel, there's a link here. You can use this and join Growth Data WhatsApp channel. Hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.